Take it away, Jim.
Okay. We kind of look at financial accounting as the foundation for most businesses. If they don't have the foundation, unfortunately, it's going to be gone shortly. If they don't track their financials, if they don't know where they are, they don't know whether they're winning or losing, they're not going to be around for very long. So we kind of look at it that way. It is kind of the foundation of where you want to start. I mean, every business has to have that. 93% of all businesses fail, and you can't do everything yourself. So you try and surround yourself with punk accountants. I was glad to hear that Carrie agrees that you shouldn't do your own accounting. So that's kind of what we are. We're kind of punk accountants, although we're kind of older. We look at ourselves as a little bit older than most punk accountants. And you as the CEO, as the entrepreneur, it's your job to know what you don't know. And that's kind of a weird thing to say, but you don't know everything. And you need to know that you don't know HR. You don't know the legal side. You've got to go get the expertise. You've got to go get Brent to help you out. You need to understand the language of business. Accounting is the language of business. You need to know what profit and loss is and how different that is from cash flows. You need to know what financial reports those investors are looking for, what they want to see. They want to see a statement of cash flows and an income statement, and they want to look at a balance sheet. And they look at your business, how that balance sheet is built. You need to know the difference between cash flow and your P&L. A P&L, people look at that bottom line and say, okay, here's my net income, but that's not necessarily what EBITDA is. If you don't know what EBITDA is, come talk to us, because that's what they're going to value your business on. A dashboard, this is a smart car that no longer has a dashboard. It's really important that you have a dashboard to run your business, either daily or weekly, something that you can look at and say, okay, how are we doing? Are we winning or losing every day? So there's key metrics. Every business is different. Sales is going to be at the top for every business that I know of, but there are certain other aspects of the business that you want to track. If you're a call center, you track the number of calls coming in. There are so many different metrics you have to have. You need to know what makes your business tick so you know whether you're winning or losing every day or every week. The other thing you need to do is you have to have a good bean counter. You have to have a good controller who can actually make sure that you're getting financial information 5 days after a month in, and that there's analysis that goes with it so that you know that you're actually winning or losing again. You're not just getting information that you take that and throw it in the trash. So again, they have to be accurate, timely. Like I said, 5 days. I mean, I see too many of them where they do just get in the trash. Your accountant should have a can-do attitude. They should be able to say, yes, I can do that. I need a report that can do this. Boom, I'll go get it for you. And they're not going to say, well, no, I can't sure I can get that. Be proactive. Really important that you get what you inspect and not what you expect. You really do need to go through and make sure you inspect your numbers. Look at the numbers and ask questions. If you're not doing that, you're not going to know the good news or the bad news. You've got to be able to go through each of those and get through each of those things. So again, is it accurate? Is it complete? Is it reported correctly? Again, those are the things that you have to go through as a CEO and look at your income statement and your balance sheet and know what those lines are and know whether you're winning or losing. You have to know whether that's correct and accurate. When we talk about policies, it's not just accounting policies, but we do have things, there are things in there like, we talk about the president. A lot of times the company will have, a president has a tanning salon. Well, does the receptionist have one as well? You have to have those in place so you're not just burning the investor's money. The president has to be on that same level as the receptionist. They ought to be on the same thing. We talked a little bit briefly earlier when we talked about the business plan and a forecast. We really do the forecast side. We don't put the business plan together, but we do a forecast that you can go through and do some what-if analysis. What if we change our price? What if we do something new? Those are the types of forecasts you have to have. You've got to keep it current, and you've got to look at it at least on a monthly basis where you compare what did we actually do versus what we planned to do. Are our numbers really going to be there? Are we really doing what we say we're going to do? And if not, now you can make corrections and change it. In a down economy like right now, cash is king. You need to preserve cash in every which way you can. We do cash flow projections on a weekly basis for most of our companies. 6 months in advance. When you're trying to go through that, you better know the cash problem 6 months from now, not next week. 90% of small businesses are not going to get investor capital. So you better bootstrap now, and you better make sure you're tracking that cash and know when you're going to be short as you go through your new things going forward. You have to look at ways of financing your business in a down economy like this. Do more with less. You always have to continue to reward your employees. Find creative ways of doing it, taking them to lunch someplace cheap. You have to do an ROI on every new investment, return on investment. Is it going to be worth our while? Should we put the money in there? Does it make it worthwhile to us? And the down economy is going to turn. So now is the time to start planning for when things start to pick up. Where should you start investing your cash now so that as things pick up, you're now going to take that and pick up the top side. Warren Buffett has a great quote: business schools reward difficult, complex behavior more than simple behavior, but simple behavior is much more effective. And I'm a great believer in luck. I find the harder I work, the more I have of it, by Thomas Jefferson. I think those are two great quotes. So in a nutshell, we are bean counters. We are CFOs, we're controllers. We've got 18 of us. CFO level, we're at a higher level where we do strategic planning. Controllers get the financials out to you very, very accurately. And that's kind of what we do. We try and help you steer your business.